Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Robert from Black Belt Gaming. Adventure 2, we may be coming to the end of Adventure 2. The Air Elemental is right here. One adventurer is down, 2 remain standing, and there's a lone fire bat in the rear. The dragon ally is attempting to escape from the underground here, so let's see if we can take down this air elemental, hopefully before we have to spend any healing surges. Well, let's start with our fighter, and we will enter into the hero phase. Our fighter, maybe we could make an exchange here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just put one of these big ones on him. Keep these smaller ones over to the side. And what can we do? We know the active fire bat is going to activate this turn. Looks like we're also going to be able to move the dragon this turn. We've got a healing ember, a ring of the ram, and our at-wills. I think we've pretty much used everything else. Let's see. Well, our fighter's right here. I think what we want to do is attempt to use his great axe. This great axe is going to allow us to do +1 damage if we started our hero phase adjacent to the monster we're attacking. This monster has a large base and is covering all 4 of these squares, so we are technically adjacent to the air elemental. So let's make an attack and hope we hit. If we do, I think we'll do 2 damage to it. The air elemental's armor class is only 10. We get +6 to this attack, so we have to roll pretty badly to miss, but it can happen. And that is a 4. Adding 6 to it, it's just barely enough to be a successful attack. Boy, we cut that close. So our air elemental is going to take 2 damage. Well, this thing can soak up 10, and it's already suffered 7, 8, 9 points of damage. I think it's really all up to the cleric here to see if he can take this guy down. Movement, I think maybe we should move away. If we move away, then we can sort of draw this thing towards us. If we stay on this same tile as the air elemental, I think he gets to attack everybody. So I wonder if I back off a little bit. I've made my attack and maybe shift back a couple of steps. Or heck, I could even maybe shift over this way through my allies' space and get adjacent to the wizard in case I want to do something here. Technically right here I could probably give the wizard the healing ember since I'm adjacent to the wizard, but I know that would be the nice thing to do, but I think I want to hang on to that healing ember and sell it. I'm really hoping the cleric can bring down the air elemental on her turn. Well, let's see what happens. Well, I think we're going to skip the exploration phase. We're not adjacent to an unexplored edge. So we move down to the villain phase, and the first thing we need to do is draw an encounter card. We have a pretty good stock of experience points, so that should serve us well in hopefully canceling this if it's too bad. Alright, Deception, let's see what it is. It's an event, and it says, under the cover of darkness, evil makes its move. Choose a monster on the tile farthest from your hero. That would be the fire bat. Place that monster in a square adjacent to your hero. Well, that's really not that bad. let's just let that one stand. That's just moving the fire bat. So I can deal with that. We'll move him adjacent to our fighter. So that's been done, and I believe we continue forward. So as we move through the villain phase, we have to do the villain, which is the air elemental. So I think this thing's probably going to target the cleric. That's what it looks like to me. If it's on a tile with a hero, it attacks each hero on that tile with whirlwind. Hit or miss, it's going to knock the cleric back. If it hits, it's going to do 2 damage. Can she withstand that? She's got 4 damage. She can take a total of 8. That's going to put her 2 points away from being KO'd, but I think she can do it. So let's see if this thing hits our cleric. Alright, the air elemental making its attack. +7 on the attack roll. With a 13, that's going to total a 20, which is a hit. So our cleric suffers 2 damage and a 1 tile knockback. Okay, I think I'm going to move the cleric maybe right here beside the fighter. That's 1 tile away. So they're side by side. That should finish the villain, the air elemental. So we'll turn this guy around so he's sort of facing our heroes. And now I think it's time for this little guy to make his attack. He's currently controlled by Alros, the fighter. And what's he going to do? Actually, no. Just before he acts, we need to take care of our ally friend here, this brass wormling. So it's going to move 1 tile toward the start tile. So this little guy is flying right along, trying to get out of there. Then we go to the fire bat, and the fire bat will attack with a fiery bite, and I think I can choose whether that's the cleric or the fighter. So who has the better armor class? Probably our warrior Alros. Let's see if this fire bat can hit an armor class of 17. +5 to its attack roll, 1 damage on a successful hit. With a 3, that's going to total 8, so that is a miss. This fire bat's just not having any luck. Alright, so we need to pass our brass wormling 2 players to the left. So if we were the fighter, that would go to the left. That would go to the cleric. I think it goes back to the wizard here. It goes in the wizard pile. So, cleric's turn. Let's see what she's going to do. Hopefully she can finish this air elemental off during her hero phase. Okay, the dwarf enters the hero phase. She is technically on a different tile here, but only about really 1 space away from this thing. She's going to, I think, make use of her light crossbow, which allows her to attack from a distance. And as you can see, the great thing she's got going for her is advantage. If she can hit this air elemental for 1 point, and let's count up again over here on the side, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, she will kill the air elemental, and I think we will win the game. So it all comes down to this. +6 to her attack. She's got advantage, and she only needs a 10 total, and she's rolled a 12. So that, my friends, is the game-winning die roll. Well, with her light crossbow, somehow it finds its way to hit a vital point in this strange creature and causes it to really vanish before their eyes. The air elemental is defeated. Let's see if there's anything in the book that we need to address. Well, there you have it as a clear condition of victory. The heroes win the adventure if they defeat the air elemental. If the dragon wormling survived or escaped the dungeon, we've dealt a significant blow to the mysterious cultists. We get to add an interesting card to our deck. It's called the Hidden Cache, or is it pronounced cache? And let's see, we've completed the adventure with 2 healing surges. So we just sort of let our wizard tough it out. We managed to keep 2 healing surges, so I think that will allow us to add a couple other good things. We need a cultist attack and counter card and a thundering boomerang treasure card. That should bring Adventure 2 to an end, so little Firebat flies away and our friends carry the wounded wizard out of the dungeon, and the air elemental is no more, and our friend the dragon escapes alive. That's it. I don't think there was a lot to do other than that, so hopefully we didn't make any errors here right at the end. I really appreciate everybody watching, and this kind of takes me back to when I first started my channel years ago, playing Wrath of Ashardalon for the very first time. And thanks for the bits of advice, and had some very kind comments. Some people finding my channel just recently and saying that my sort of style here is interesting and unique to them, the way I head into it, sort of doing a blind playthrough. So I do really appreciate all the kind comments and words of support and encouragement. This is something, as you know, I just do in my spare time, and have a lot of fun with it. And one of the best parts is interacting with all of you. So thanks for watching again, and I look forward to continuing on and pushing on with our party, maybe recruiting a new member, and maybe I can make use of some of this gold. We'll see you soon, everybody. Thanks for watching. One thing that might be smart for me to do as I'm finishing up here is just to take a look and see what treasures we have and how much gold we have. I've got this Healing Ember and this Ring of the Ram for our fighter. He has 400 gold, so I think this will be important in town or between adventures. Our cleric's a little more loaded here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 gold pieces. I'm not sure if she has really any treasure though. Let's see. No, just the cards. Our wizard, remember our wizard had to pay off the bully, so she only has 2. Does she have anything else? Any treasure? No. So that's it. If I were to just sell all of my magical items and add up all this treasure, what would I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1,100 gold pieces, and each of these is worth 300. So 1,700 gold pieces total if I sold everything. So I'll keep that in mind. Evidently, that is a way to level up by spending gold in between adventures, and I think there are other advantages and other things you can purchase. So I haven't done that yet. I need to read more into that. But when I rolled a 20 before in the game, some of you had asked, should I have leveled up at that point? And the answer to this particular version of the game is no. And all of these experience points that went unused, I believe those are lost. But just in case, we'll do a quick count of what we had left. That's going to be 3, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14. We had 14 left. Alright, that's it. I'll catch you again soon, guys. Bye-bye.